Okay, guys. Now this one is saying find the volume of the tetrahedron bounded by the planes x plus 2y plus z equals to 2, x equals to 2y, and x is equals to 0 and z is equals to 0, right? Okay. And then now, okay, to help with this, right, we can, for this one here, can equate z is equals to 0, right? And then now, because we want to draw, we want to start to visualize our thing first in the x y plane, right? So now when z is, if z is equals to 0, then we'll just have x plus 2y, which is equals to 2. Then if we want to make y subject to the formula, then we'll just have y is equals to minus x over 2 and plus 1, is it? Because if you divide by 2, okay, let's see, it's fine. Let's just do it. 2y x would give us a minus and a plus 2, and then yeah, y will give us a minus x over 2 plus a 1, yes. And then now the second one will be what? The second one will be given x equals to 2y. Then therefore, if you want to make y subject of the formula, then we just have y is equals to x over 2, right? And then now for y is equals to negative x over 2 plus 1, right? So this graph is going like this since it has a negative gradient, right? So it's passing at at y is equals to 1 here, right? It's intersecting at x equals to 1, so it's like this. And then this one is moving from at 0 equals to 0, so it's just a straight line moving like this. So then our region that we'll be solving will be here, right? Okay, and then okay, then now we need to write this in the xyz plane. I'll make this my positive x, my positive y, and my positive z, right? And then okay, so okay, that means the first point, and then we need to find where they're intersecting, right? So we can just equate these two here. So we just have a minus x over 2 plus 1 equals to x over 2, which will give us a minus x equals to minus 1 and x is equals to 1. Then this is where they are intersecting here at x equals to 1, right? These two, because this is y is equals to negative x over 2 plus 1, and then this is y is equals to x over 2. So they're intersecting here. And then this is our region of interest, and then that means our first coordinate will be we need x, y, z, right? So our first coordinate, okay, we need to also find y here, right? And y we can just substitute. Okay, let me note it's a lot of things here. Yeah, let's move this here somewhere here. Yeah. And then okay, it's fine, we can go back. And then now for this one, since we found that x is equals to 1, we can put this, let me use a different color, so we can put this back to this one or this one, choose. So that means we'll just have y is equals to 1 over 2, right? So our x is 1, our y is 1 over 2, then our z is 0, right? And we were given there. And to find another coordinate, check here, we are given that x is equals to 0. Let me use another one color again. We're given that x is equals to 0 here, right? So if they're saying x is equals to 0, then our line x is equals to, or our plane x plus 2y plus 2y, why is it using our plane here x plus 2y plus z is equals to 2, right? Equals to 2 will give us, that means we'll, if we're saying this is equals to 0, then that means we'll just have 2y plus z is equals to 2, and then okay, because we need to mix thing there, and also remember that we had x is equals to 2y, and if you're saying x equals to 0, then that means y is equals to what? 0, right? And then that means 0, yeah, 2 into 0 plus z is equals to 2, therefore z is equals to 2. So then our second plane will be x is equals to 0, and then sorry, z will be 2 here, so 0 with a y of 0 and a z of 2, right? And then